Welcome back. It is Thursday, April 10th, and the MLB. Our two favorite picks are on the way. As always, it's Austin joined by Logan, recapping another winning day. Logan, we'll certainly take that 2-1 and start to string together these winning days. Great call on Twins money line. They won what was that 4-0? Otani came through with 2 hits, and then we lost, and we were a sweep away from Michael Harris getting us a hit. He went 0 for 4 with a sac fly, 5 chances, could not get it done, but hey, we'll take the 2-1 day. Hopefully we can bring out the broomstick because we only have 2 picks, and hopefully it is a 2-0 day. Yeah, we got nothing else to promote. Our NBA video will be live in a little bit. Either way, thanks for tuning in. Drop a like, hit that subscribe button. Logan, you've had 2 great reads recently, so we're going to actually lead off with you today. Where are you going for your favorite play of the day? What do you like today?
Yeah, unfortunately, I don't have a money line on this slate. It is a more limited slate. Don't want to force a money line unless we absolutely have to. I found a total I really do like. This one is cashing. Trust me, guys. Blue Jays, Red Sox over 8.5, -110 odds on Fanatics. I wouldn't be surprised to see this line actually tick up maybe to 9. At the time we're recording this, the juice is a little bit on that over. So again, it could shift to 9. Still like it there, obviously. But again, a 4-4 ball game with the winner being at 5 runs, cashing this 8.5. That's kind of how the math adds up in my brain. That's how I see this game more than likely going. The game has gone under this line in all 3 prior games. Yesterday was the crescendo of bad offense as they combined to go 1 for 20 with runners in scoring position. I mean, if you looked at how that game kind of played out, it was just one of those classic games where neither team could really hit with runners in scoring position, and those do happen. I was looking at this series, and it gave me PTSD to the Philly series, where I was like, okay, this next game is the one the target to go over, and it didn't, and then it didn't go over, and then it didn't go over, and then I hop off, and then there's 15 runs the game I'm off of it. I don't think anybody that was taking the over in these prior games, it would be on it again today after going for 1 for 20 with runners in scoring position. I don't see a world in which that happens unless they're just banging their head against the wall, which I get it. Baseball does make you do that at times. Now, let's talk about the matchup and let's talk about why I'm targeting this. It's Walker Buehler starting for the Red Sox, 8.68 ERA and a 1.61 whip. Not a great start at all for Walker Buehler. He does not have things figured out. He gave up 5 earned runs on 7 hits in 5 innings pitched against the Cardinals. In my opinion, a good Walker Buehler start and something he should target today is just giving up maybe 3 earned runs because his other starts have just been kind of nightmare. And in 7 hits, that just means he's really struggling to miss bats. His barrel percentage is 24th percentile, and his K percentage is only 26th percentile. So the numbers are checking out. I mean, he's not getting these hitters to swing and miss, and he will be in trouble today if he once again continues that, which I think he does. The Blue Jays 9th in batting average versus righties. They know how to hit right-handed pitching, and Buehler has allowed 1 and 2 home runs in his 2 starts. Fenway is one of those ballparks that makes these pitchers pay for their mistakes. It is a hitter-friendly ballpark, plays like that at times. And the Jays should be able to capitalize on those mistakes as well. I really do think the Blue Jays offense shows up in a big way against Walker Buehler. And on the other side, it's going to be Chris Bassett starting for the Blue Jays. 0.71 ERA and a 1.11 whip. Pretty solid start for Chris Bassett on the season. I mean, he's had 2 great games, 7 and 9 strikeouts, so he does have the strikeout stuff working. This Red Sox lineup, though, is going to be a bigger test for him. They have the potential to give him problems. Number one, they're good against righties, 10th in batting average versus righties. So both these 2 teams are top 10 against right-handed pitching. And historically, these hitters have seen Bassett's pitch mix well. You got Bregman hitting 385 with 1 home run. You got Rafael Devers hitting 500 with 3 home runs. And you got Wilyer Abreu hitting 400. I think there's a lot of these key hitters that the Red Sox absolutely need production from that will get production against Chris Bassett. And they will hopefully get those runners home from being in scoring position because avoid getting swept. So the Red Sox will be extra aggressive on the bases today to get themselves into scoring position. Something I think they'll do today. And then we look at Chris Bassett. We have to pull out the sample size a lot more because obviously he's only got 2 starts this season. Last season, Bassett allowed a 282 batting average with runners in scoring position and 297 batting average with men on. The Red Sox can get him to put some pressure on him, get him to pitch out of the stretch. I think they'll have a great opportunity to score in this one because Chris Bassett we've seen at times kind of struggle with the hit parade. And if they can actually get those guys home today, I mean, yesterday it was so bad. And then we go to the bullpens. Last point of note: Blue Jays 23rd in bullpen ERA, Red Sox 12th in bullpen ERA. Obviously, after going into extra innings yesterday, some guys might not be available. Again, I don't want to forecast who's available, who's not. But both these bullpens are liable for some runs as well. Austin, I absolutely love this over, and I know I've been a curse on totals so far this season, but this one is cashing, and we're going to start 1-0. But what you rolling with today?
I mean, one could argue you're just due on totals, and I think that is a great
I
one to
think
kick
so.
things off. Let's get it done. You might have noticed I had a wardrobe change. Completely forgot the Masters opening round is today. So, of course, we're throwing on the Masters polo. Now, I don't know if I have any Masters picks for you, but I do have a 2-leg hit parlay that is going to turn green tonight. And that is going to be these two fellas. It's going to be Stephen Kwan of the Cleveland Guardians and Bo Bichette of the Toronto Blue Jays, each to record a hit, minus 125 on Bet365. Worst case scenario, Bo Bichette comes up with runners in scoring position for Logan because there is a negative chance he's getting a hit that would plate some runs. Joking aside, though, I really like both these two matchups, and we can kind of go back to Bo Bichette since Logan was just on that Blue Jays game. He's facing Walker Buehler. We've talked about Buehler. He's struggled. Bo Bichette is coming off an 0 for 4 game, so not ideal, but it's not like he was 0 for 4 with 4 Ks. He had plenty of opportunities. He had 4 balls hit with an expected batting average of 300, 350. Just none of them dropped. So what can you do there? Not much. But I really think this is a good spot for him. He hasn't really seen Buehler ever, but you look at the Buehler pitches, it's going to be a lot of sweepers, sinkers, four-seamers, cutters. I'm not too worried about it. I think Bo Bichette gets his opportunities here. And what I really like to see about him is, one, he's at a 10% K rate this season, which is kind of in line with what he did in 2023. And 2, this guy doesn't walk, 5% walk rate. So again, when we have a guy up there, in a hit parlay, walks are kind of our worst friend. We would rather them strike out or maybe ground out or something like that. We don't really want walks, so that's not the worst thing in the world, but we'd rather him get on base via hit. And I think he has his chances. He's batting 291 versus righties. As for Mr. Stephen Kwan, he has gone back-to-back games hitless. I don't know how often that happens. Yesterday, he was walked and got hit by a pitch. You don't get more unlucky than that. But again, today he's facing Jonathan Cannon. As Logan and I learned the hard way, Cannon is a straight fade on the road. He has a 5.2 ERA compared to just a 3.86 at home. That's his last year's number. We saw what he did his last start in Detroit, got tagged by them. He's allowing a 278 batting average to lefties last year. That's at 267 this year. So we get the righty on lefty matchup. And Kwan batting 280 versus righties this year. Same exact basically as last season. I just think both these two guys bat and lead off for their respective teams. They're going to get their chances. Bo Bichette's on the road, so we could easily see 5 plate appearances. Stephen Kwan back at home. He's a hit. He's a contact hitter. He's like Luis Ariz out there. I would be shocked if he goes 3 straight games without a hit. He's been putting the ball in play or getting hit by a pitch. Can't do anything about that. I really like these two guys at minus 125. I'll take a chance on both of them coming through and getting us a hit. Hopefully, Bo Bichette, if he wants to hit a home run, I'll allow it. Probably unlikely, but I'll take a chance on both these two guys to get a hit, Stephen Kwan and Bo Bichette. But Logan, before we sign out, I know we both looked hard at backing some Rockies things. I'll allow you to talk about the Rockies for a second. We just know Rockies money line ain't paying, but I'll let you talk about it for a second.
I know, and it was a game we both looked at hard. We were trying to figure out a way to kind of back Colorado because I do think that game is priced absolutely weird. You got the Rockies in a pick 'em. My eyeballs went straight to that game when I saw that. I was like, damn, that feels weird. The Rockies are a bad team, and I do not want to get caught in a fake sharp trap with the Rockies. What do I mean by that? Fake sharp being like you just kind of line read yourself into thinking the Rockies are going to win it because that's how they're priced, and then they lose 8-2, and you're just like, why did I do that? I've been there before. Speak from experience. It's not a good feeling at all. And I've watched this Rockies baseball team a lot. I'm not convinced they're trying to win games. They make a lot of amateur mistakes on the bases and offensively really, really tough to back them. I do think Ryan Filtner has a solid start. And I do think Quinn Priester, who's pitching for the Brewers today, I think he's very liable to kind of get tagged. But my money will not be on that. I don't think there's any value in that. I know you agree with me, though.
Yeah, I mean, speaking of banging your head against the wall, like you talked about earlier, that's betting on Rockies right now. They are just a disgusting team. I don't disagree with you. I think Feltner pitches well, but hey, we're in mid-April. We can bet the Rockies plenty more times the rest of the year. We'd rather just go 2-0. If we can go 2-0 today with an over in Fenway and Stephen Kwan and Bo Bichette coming through, we'll certainly take it. I had 2 picks I looked at, Bobby Wood Jr. and Devers, both over in bases, but I would rather not force a ton of picks on a very short card. We have a lot more baseball to play with, Logan. But let's go 2-0 today, and let's keep stringing together these winning days. So we'll see you guys back again on Friday with some more picks, and maybe Nervy Nation makes its return tomorrow. We'll see. We'll see you guys then. Peace.